A couple of days ago, someone saw a photo that they thought looked like it could be Jean-Michel Trogneau, right? Showing you the side-by-side here. They said, I'm watching a documentary, looking at this side profile, and look, it looks like it could be him. Brigitte, as we know, rather mysteriously stated in 2018 interview that she spent a lot of time throughout her childhood in the United States, that she had fond memories of the United States, that she celebrated the moon landing with Americans. So that means, to be clear, her name is Brigitte Marie Trogneau. We should be able to find Brigitte Marie Trogneau having entered in the United States in the 60s multiple times. But we couldn't find Brigitte Marie. We also couldn't find Jean-Michel Trogneau. And then yesterday we got an explosive email. And we were at the beginning of this, guys, so bear with me as I take you through this. Of course, there is a potential that we are making some errors. This is an open investigation. If we make errors, we will correct them in the future. But they said, Candace, I'm assuming you saw that a Jean-Marie Trogneau entered into the United States in the 1960s. And I'm going, no, I most certainly did not see that a Jean-Marie Trogneau entered into the United States in the 1960s. That's kind of like a very good time frame that we are looking for Jean-Michel Trogneau, and this is not a popular last name. And they tell me, yeah, it's on the Department of Justice website. You can see that a certain Jean-Marie Trogneau entered into the United States, and he's listed as a crew member that is aboard a French cargo ship on August 27th, 1961. And we have no trace of Jean-Michel during those years, right? We don't know where Jean-Michel went. We don't really know where this First Lady went either when she was spending time in America. Now, you will recall that Jean-Michel Trogneau, when we were like thinking about this Stanford thing, we're like, well, we know that he has a military file. We know that he was in Speyer, Germany, and he was a non-commissioned officer. And then the trail just sort of runs cold. It would have been a stretch for us to assume that he was aboard a ship that somehow made its way close to Stanford University, just in time for a psychological experiment that happened in 1971. Like, that's a bit of a stretch. But it is certainly not a stretch that whoever this Jean-Marie Trogneau character is, okay, we can potentially put him exactly near Stanford University, beginning at the year of 1971. Do you want to know why we can do that? Because, well, as you just saw, he's listed as the crew of the MS Michigan. And in 1971, the MS Michigan was doing routes specifically from Germany to Oakland, California.